Yo, 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 what's good? It's your boy Hard8, the truth of YouTube. Yo, what's good, people? Y'all hear me? Am I good? Am I good? Oh, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm definitely good. I'm loud. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. What's happening, people? Shit, let me see. Let me think. Let me act like I care. Happy Memorial's Day. I hope you guys enjoy your holiday. Yeah, like I care about Memorial's Day. Nah, I'm just fucking with y'all. What's good, man? Shout outs to Matt Laser. What's good, man? What's happening? What's up? Welcome, man. What are y'all doing, man? It's Friday night. What are we doing, man? We social rejects. We supposed to be out fucking 1,000 bitches and getting drunk. You know what I mean? That's what we supposed to be doing, right? Oh, man, fuck that shit. Been there, done that, man. You know what I'm saying? Been there, done that. But yeah, we here, man. Little light live stream and shit. I felt like I just needed to come talk to the folks because I'm just not really feeling that well. You dig? I'm stressed out. I'm depressed. I'm going through a lot of shit. And I just needed to come talk to the folks. And man, I needed to talk about this motherfucking Terminator shit. Oh man. Shit is crazy, man. It's crazy. Make sure y'all check out Any Given Sunday podcast this Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern time. What I was about to say. Yeah, make sure y'all check out the last episode too, man. You know what I mean? We appreciate all the support. Shout outs to everybody that hit the like button. Shout outs to everybody that participate in the chat. Shout outs to all the Patreon supporters, the ones that are still left. And definitely shout outs to all the super chat supporters. Appreciate you, man. You know what I mean? It's y'all. Y'all are the people that, you know, give me the fuel that I need to keep going. Because if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be here. I really wouldn't. I would not be here. But, you know, shout outs to y'all, man. Yeah, right. It's definitely only like, you know, 6 o'clock on the East Coast, man. You dig? And it's too early anyway. It's still kind of early. You know, who goes out this motherfucking early? Okay. You fucked up. You trying to get in free before 11. All right, I get it. You dig? I can dig it. You know, I can fucking dig it, man. But anyway, what's good, man? What's happening? What y'all been doing all week? I'm going in. Hold on. Okay. I thought somebody said I was going in and out. Oh, Melon Matt said he going out in about an hour. All right. Got on your best penny loafers and your rayon shirt. I see you, player. Or you got the shoes with the metal in the front. Oh, the MC Hammer joints. Oh, okay. I see you, player. Oh, man. I don't understand where in the timeline Dark Fate takes place. It's a direct sequel to Terminator 2. Yeah, direct sequel, man. Where my mod at? Oh, we had to take your mod, Spider-Man, because you was blocking everybody, man. I don't know if your account got hacked or some shit like that, but at one point in time, you was just blocking everybody. I told you about it. I don't know. You forgot? Yeah, I told you that your account, your name was just blocking everybody. It was deleting the super chats. It was deleting comments and all that fly shit. So we had to change that. You did. We definitely had to change that. So let me see. I got the best like tweets on Twitter. Yeah, I gotta make sure that I gotta make sure that these dudes remember, man, what some of the other things that's important. You know what I mean? You gotta remind these dudes of some of the other things that's important, man, because they be on Twitter, they be acting a goddamn fool over these motherfucking video games and shit. You know what I mean? All this nerd shit all day long, fighting over these consoles and all that. So the tweets that I'll be favoriting, or I'll be liking, the tweets that I'll be liking, those are tweets that I like. You know what I mean? I like them too. But I'll be liking them. And really, before, when you used to like a tweet, it didn't let everybody know what the fuck you like. You know what I mean? Now they got everybody in your motherfucking business. I mean, I would rather nobody ain't see shit. But anyway, y'all gonna see it. So it's good. It's cool. But those tweets are to let dudes know You know what I mean? Listen, you're being a nerd too goddamn much. Remember other things that's important around this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Look at this fat ass, look at these titties or some shit like that, and break out of the shit that you are, the spell you are under right now, sitting on Twitter, fighting over companies and plastic and shit like that. So those tweets just be kind of a reminder. So when you strolling and you ready to fucking tweet some old bullshit about some fucking company that don't give a fuck about you, maybe that shit will bring you back to reality where you'll see that shit and be like, God, what am I doing with myself? You know what I mean? That's it. That's it. You dig? But just a reminder, just a reminder. Because, it's a lot of fucking corporate slaving, fighting over video games on Twitter. And my tweets are just there, or the like tweets are there to just remind you that there's other shit you should be worried about. You know what I mean? Calm down for a minute. Take a look at this. That shit nice, right? Yeah. And keep it moving. That's it. But hey man, it is what it is. So we gotta talk about this Terminator Dark Fate. I don't know if y'all know, but Terminator 2 is my favorite movie of all time. Terminator 2. A movie that I used to watch religiously. I mean, when I was a kid, I watched it, and this is no lie. This is facts. I used to watch this movie every single day from start to finish on VHS. I watched it so much that the tape popped. This is a fact. Too much watching, too much rewinding, fast forwarding, all that shit. The fucking tape popped. And that was a sad day because my mom and my dad was some cheap motherfuckers. So I don't remember getting another one. I don't remember getting another copy until I was old enough to buy my own shit. Shout out to T Davis for the super chat. Appreciate you, player. He said, keep doing your thing. That I will do. That I will do. So yeah, I had cheap parents, and honestly, my parents led me to a life of crime. I just want to throw that out there. I blame my mom and my dad for leading me to a life of crime because they were some cheap motherfuckers. You know what I mean? They were some cheap motherfuckers, and I wanted shit, and they wasn't trying to buy it. And I mean some cheap motherfuckers. So I had to get out. I had to rob, steal, knock people over their motherfucking head, and take what I wanted. Sad. If I had parents that bought me shit, I would have never been in them goddamn streets. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy, man. But it's all good. You dig? But anyway, Terminator 2 is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's funny because I seen it in the movies. If it wasn't for my little sister, R.I.P. my little sis, if it wasn't for my little sister, we would not have seen it. See, this is one of the reasons why I don't fuck with my dad now, right? I don't fuck with this nigga. We not cool. You dig? I keep the same energy with everybody. I don't give a fuck if you're family, friends, stranger. I keep the same motherfucking energy. I don't fuck with this guy. He be hitting me up on Facebook. I ain't got no rap. I'm about to block him. But anyway, he always show favoritism to my sister, and it's cool. That's whatever. We ain't had no father-son bond. It's all right. But I remember we was in the car, and he was like, y'all want to go to the movies? He did do that every once in a fucking while. Y'all want to go to the movies? And I'm like, yeah, of course. He like, what y'all want to see? At this time, all my friends seen Terminator 2. I didn't see. You know what? I remember the exact day too, because the exact day we went to go see this movie, Arnold Schwarzenegger was on Arsenio Hall that night promoting the movie. I remember that exact day. So y'all, if you can look up that when Arnold Schwarzenegger appeared on Arsenio Hall to promote Terminator 2, that's the exact day we saw it. Anyway, so he like, what y'all want to see? Now he said, what y'all want to see? Like he was asking both of, like he cared about my input. He ain't really care about my input. I was like, Terminator 2, because all my friends seen it. Everybody seen the movie by this point. I'm like, Terminator 2. All my friends in school talking about it and shit like that, and I can't engage. You dig? I can't engage in a conversation. I got to sit to the side and listen, sad, because I ain't get to see it yet. But everybody else seen it. So I'm like, Terminator 2. He was like, no. And he asked my sister, what you want to see? Now, my sister was young. Let me see. How old was she? She probably is about, I want to say 7. I want to say when Terminator 2 came out, 91. Yeah, she was about like 7 years old. Or no, she might have been about 8. She probably was about like 8 years old. Good thing she followed her big brother lead. Good thing she was like, she didn't know what the fuck Terminator 2 was, but I guess she seen the sparkle in my eye. You dig? I guess she's seen that this is something that my big brother really wants to see. So I'm going to go ahead and side with him. Now, thank God. I said, thank God that there was no type of kiddie cartoons, Barbie, or no shit like that in the theater that she might have happened to seen on a TV commercial at that time. Because that's what she would have picked, and that's what the fuck we would have went to go see, because it was all about her. Fuck me. It was about her. So good thing she followed my lead and said Terminator 2, because that's how we seen Terminator 2. Because had she not said Terminator 2, we wouldn't have went and seen that shit. Had she said Winnie the Pooh or fucking The Little Mermaid or some shit, whatever the fuck kitty shit was in the movie at that time, if she would have said that shit, we wouldn't have seen Terminator 2. All right, so shout out to the little sis that she followed my lead. But anyway, seen the movie, loved the fucking movie. Movie is great. Love it to this day. Of course, I got it in my collection. I actually got a Blu-ray, like a Skynet edition. I also got the 4K Blu-ray, which doesn't look that good, but it's fucking Terminator 2. You dig? Shout outs to B Keeps the Low Key. He said, what up, homie? Sorry to hear that, 8. Hopefully one of these generations in the future get the whole dysfunctional family thing under control. It starts with the parents always. Sex is another issue too. Shout outs to V Keeps it Low Key. It's all good. It's all good. So we saw Terminator 2. Great movie. I love it. Got it in my collection. Always. Terminator 2 is always right there. I even got Genesis. I got Salvation. And I got 3. Like, I'm just a Terminator fucking fanboy. So even though, 3 is trash, Salvation isn't too bad, Genesis is trash, I still got to have it. So when Arnold Schwarzenegger went on Twitter and said that we had about 48 hours for the new trailer, of course, I was extremely excited. So excited that I forgot. I forgot the trailer was coming. Actually, I got reminded on Twitter that it was like available. I forgot. That's how excited I was, right? I fucking forgot. I go watch the trailer, and the first thing I don't like is now we got a fucking SJW bald-headed lesbian ass Terminator. Like, is this a fucking coincidence, or is they pushing some type of agenda out here? Like, it's not a coincidence no more. Now, on Terminator 3, they had a female Terminator. Now, look at her and look at the female Terminator they got now. Yeah, something's going on around this motherfucker, and it's getting out of hand, and I'm sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it. Shout outs to Jay Barry. He said, well, Hard 8, shout out my super chat joke. What up, though? I think the trailer looks great. I'm with it. Nah, player, you ain't no real Terminator fan. Good looking on the super chat, though. I appreciate that. But you ain't no real how you could look at that trailer and be excited? How could you look at that trailer and think it looked great? They got this gay Terminator. She's a lesbian. What is going on? Terminator 3, female Terminator. Terminator Dark Fate. Compare the 2 female Terminators, man. What is going on? You know what I mean? Well, come on, man. I'm sick of this shit, dog. God damn, stop pushing this shit. She's not a human. She's not a human. She thinks she's a human. I mean, watch the trailer again. Pay attention. She's not a human. I mean, they show, she got some of her skin is exposed. You can see what's going on. When she was on the back of that truck and he threw that fucking rail thing at her, you can see she is not human. She thinks she's human, but she is not. She is a Terminator indeed. You better watch that trailer again. You see how she was moving when she smacked that motherfucker with that sledgehammer? Come on. That's not a human, player. It's not a fucking human. Let me see. So they showed the trailer. I'm really excited. and I'm watching this trailer. First thing I know is the lesbian. Yeah, the short hair joint. Yeah, we know what's going on. I'm tired of this shit. But then the next thing I noticed that I wasn't really feeling is the CGI. The CGI is looking spooky. It's looking spooky. Shout outs to Undenied Real, aka the light-skinned god. He said, Hard 8, try out Dauntless and stream it. Ish would be hilarious. Yeah, I seen some gameplay and it looks pretty trash. I'm not into the Monster Hunter type games, running around looking for monsters and shit. It may be cool, but it got that Fortnite look. Like, I would rather play Monster Hunter before I play this. But thanks for the suggestion. Candace said, stop bragging. About what? About what? What am I bragging about? Anyway, V keeps it low key. Working a few, stay up, everybody. Say a good thing about yourself every day. Mental health, love yourself, one love. V keeps it low key. Shout outs to you in that super chat. This nigga must have got some pussy last night, or he got some set up for this weekend. Motherfuckers is positive. Good looking, man. We appreciate you, player. We appreciate you. The CGI looks garbage to me. Like when the Terminator jumped off the truck and he was up in the air, my God, it looked like a video game. Like, how does Terminator 2, a movie that's damn near 30 years old, look better than this? And then what is this new Terminator? Is it another T-1000 type of Terminator? Liquid metal, it can fucking shed its outside skin and make another fucking form and shit like that. Like, is it, they can't think of nothing else? Like, they can't think of anything more exciting? Like, the T-1000 style has already been perfected with Terminator 2. Can we get something different? Like, nobody's trying to think about anything, like get creative and introduce a new Terminator with new type of abilities and shit like that. Like, we saw this already. We saw this in fucking Genesis, whatever the fuck that was. We saw this in Terminator 3, and it seems like since Terminator 2, the CGI has gotten worse and worse, except Salvation, which was pretty good. But this new shit, I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. Shout outs to Ravish and Slick. He said, why the Antag look like a CSR from your local call center, though? Thank you for calling AT&T. How can I help you? Looking at yeah, I don't fucking know who this guy is either. This guy look like he goes door to door selling vacuum cleaners or some shit. I don't fucking know. But my thing is, why does the special effects look worse than T2? The special effects have gotten worse since T2. T3 wasn't that great. Neither was Genesis. Salvation wasn't too bad, but then again, they didn't have no liquid metal type of shit going on. It looked a lot fucking better in the older movies. Even the exoskeleton, when he sheds off the fucking, the outside, even the exoskeleton looks garbage. Like, what is that? You know what I mean? Like, what is going on? I'm happy to see Linda Hamilton back. You know what I mean? The original Sarah Connor. She's old and weathered and shit like this. This is supposed to be a direct sequel to Terminator 2. They are ignoring all of the other sequels. So 3, Salvation, Genesis, they ignoring all that shit. All of that to this movie is like those movies don't exist. So this is the official, I guess you can say, quote unquote, official Terminator 3. You dig? So we're going to see how this story play out. You know what I mean? We got a little piece of Arnold in the trailer. It looked like they had to throw him in somewhere. But all we got was him answering the motherfucking door. We didn't get no Arnold action at all. The part where the truck is like riding down the highway, destroying cars that got like this big ass battering ram in the front of it or whatever like that. That kind of reminded me of the chase scene in Terminator 2. So I hope they're not pulling a Force Awakens on this motherfucker. I hope they're not, doing the same shit they did with 2, but just changing up a few things. You see what I'm saying? And it did work for The Force Awakens. That movie is like the highest grossing movie ever domestically. So it worked. But I wouldn't want to see that done here. And as far as the end of Terminator 2, we know that Arnold Schwarzenegger dropped himself into some lava and all that shit. He's supposed to be done. So we don't know how he's back. I guess we're going to find out once the movie comes out. Who knows? Because we know that Terminator was based on a human form. So maybe he's back as a human or some shit like that, which would probably be whack as fuck. I don't know. We should get some answers. I was very excited to see that James Cameron was back on board. You know what I mean? I mean, he's back as a producer, not the director, but the fact that he's back, he's putting his stamp on this. I was very excited because y'all know he's responsible for T1 and T2. James Cameron is responsible for the great Terminator movies. T1, the original was great, and the fucking sequel is God status. You dig? So he responsible for the good Terminator. So to see him back was definitely was good to hear, because I've been, ever since they first announced that he was coming back, it was like, okay, now we probably gonna get back to the greatness of the first two movies. But I don't know, man. Shout outs to Thanos is boss. He said T2 used more practical effects, very little CGI, and that's also true. But the CGI in T2 was ahead of its time. And you're right, they did use more practical effects. A lot of movies back in the day use more practical effects. In fact, this CGI shit is destroying fucking movies a lot. You know, too much CGI is starting to destroy these movies. Even you look at the Marvel movies and shit, you know what I mean? They doing CGI for the suits and all of that shit. Like Spider-Man Homecoming, at times Spider-Man looked like a fucking cartoon character. And they have a real workable suit that's tailor-made for Tom Holland, but they rather use CGI. This shit is getting out of hand. We need to get back to more practical effects. You know what I mean? Because nothing's better than practical at the end of the day, especially when it's done right. That's why when you look at movies like Jurassic Park, the dinosaurs look better on that one than they do on the newer ones, because now they are resorting to fucking CGI for every fucking thing. They be doing CGI for the littlest of shit. Like even like MCU or Hawkeye, like when he's pulling out his arrows, that's not real. That's CGI. Like we really can't fill up his pouch with arrows and have him actually pull them out. You know what I mean? Man, you want to CGI the tip of it or the functionality of it, okay, but you have to CGI a fucking arrow coming out of a pouch? Like, what the fuck? Like, Jesus. Like, Hollywood in general needs to go back to practical effects. They just need to go back to practical effects. That always works best. This CGI shit is getting out of control. It really is. But even the CGI in T2, to me, seemed like it was years ahead of what they have now in this new Terminator Dark Fate. It looks terrible. When he was driving the truck and he came off himself and went onto the roof of the truck, it looked horrible. At the end, when she smacked him with that sledgehammer and his face went back, to normal, it looked horrible. Also, when he jumped off that truck, it looked horrible. Like, it just didn't look good at all. It looks like a fucking cartoon. It looks like a fucking cutscene or some shit like that. We need to get back to practical effects. The shit is getting crazy. It really is. Yes, the fight scene on Black Panther at the end, that was absolutely atrocious. How did that make it through quality control or whatever? How did the director or any of the actors thought that was cool? Or even the fucking animators themselves, like how did they thought that would fly is unbelievable. But then again, they probably look at it like, hey, the movie still made $1 billion, so I guess people don't think it was that bad, and they'll do it again. You know what I mean? As long as they seeing profit off the way that they're doing things, then they're not going to change. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. If we still see profit, like if the bad CGI start affecting profit, then they would make changes. But being though that these movies are making over $1 billion with this bad CGI, they don't give a fuck. They're not changing shit. You know what I mean? Because it's proven to be successful. You feel me? So it's fucking crazy. Oh yeah, I was watching. Have y'all checked out Triple Frontier on Netflix? It's a Netflix original. It stars Ben Affleck and a couple other notable actors that do a fine job. Y'all should check it out at least for one watch. But that movie had me pissed the fuck off. I mean, the whole time I'm just watching this movie and I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, shit just went all bad, man. But anyway, check it out. Definitely check it out. I'm not gonna spoil it for nobody that didn't see it, but it's a Netflix original. It's worth a wait. Friday night, Saturday night, little popcorn movie, man. You know what I mean? Pretty good movie. It's 2 hours and some change, but it ain't too long. It don't feel too long anyway. But yeah, that movie had me pissed off. I did watch the Batwoman trailer. I did watch the Batwoman trailer, and I didn't think it looked too bad, in my opinion. It's a CW show, so I take it as such. I know some people had a problem like I know Dark Cloud had a problem like the comment she made at the end, where she was like, "You're not going to get all the credit for something what a woman did or whatever like that." I think he might have took that out of context because it seems like it was more going on into that scene that made her say that. So I think you would have to actually see it in full to understand why she said that. But to me, I wasn't sitting there like, this looks absolutely trash. I'm not into none of them shows on CW, so I don't really know how it should be or how it should go. I'm not really into Batwoman or Batgirl or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't really know her history and all that shit. From what I heard, she was gay at one point in time. So from what I seen, I just was like, oh, all right, I'm not going to watch it. But it didn't make me want to hit the dislike button. You did. That shit got like over fucking 200,000 dislikes. I didn't want to hit the dislike button, but at the same time, I didn't expect nothing from it. So it didn't really, it didn't bother me. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it looked like it's like, all right, whatever. If you want to watch it, go ahead and watch it. Other than that, I didn't really think it was anything that was like, oh, this shit looks absolutely horrible. I think the Batgirl suit looked cool. I think it looked real nice. At least you could say that. The bat suit for her looks beautiful. Shout outs to Brian. He said, what do you think about the CGI in the new Child's Play movie? I'm also a big Child's Play fan. I'm a Chucky fan. I love all the Chucky movies. I don't love all the movies, but I do. I have seen them, and I will watch them, even if they are garbage, because I'm a big fan of Chucky. But this new movie, the CGI looked absolutely horrible. Chucky looks horrible. And again, Chucky was once a real doll that they used while filming this movie. You know what I mean? Practical animatronics and all of that shit. Now they done went to CGI, and it looks fucking horrible. But it's still a movie that I want to see just because I'm a fan of the franchise. But it doesn't look fucking good. And then I don't like the direction that they taken. You know what I mean? Chucky Charles Lee Ray was a fucking serial killer. I don't know what's going on now. Chucky is some fucking robot, android, fucking, I don't know, possessed. I don't know. Is it? It doesn't seem like they're still following the timeline of Chucky being a serial killer or whatever like that. It seems like they on some different shit. They're trying to bring it up with the times, but I don't think it's going to fucking work. He can control appliances and he can control electronics and all that. Nah, man, they going too fucking far with this RoboCop Child's Play shit. They're going way too far. You know what I mean? In my opinion. But we'll see. We'll see. The last one, what was it called? Coat of Chucky. Terrible. Absolute trash. But I definitely watched it a few times. And Curse of Chucky wasn't that bad. Curse of Chucky actually wasn't that bad, and it looked like they was getting the franchise back on track. But then they came out with Coat of Chucky, which was just terrible. Absolute trash. Trash. So we're going to see, man. Chucky 2.0 Bluetooth edition. For real, though. You know what I mean? For real, though. This motherfucker run off of Wi-Fi. I'm good. I'm going to see it, though, but I don't know. We'll see. You know what I didn't see? And I know they said the film is not rated yet, but Terminator Dark Fate is not. We don't know if it's going to be rated R or PG-13, like Terminator Salvation, that's a crime. There's no way any Terminator movie should be PG-13. That's a crime. And it's bullshit. Straight bullshit. Like, I remember when they first came out with the first Alien versus Predator, both of these franchises are rated R on their own. You know what I mean? Both of these franchises are very violent, a lot of gore, you know what I mean? Bloody, fun. And then they come out with Alien versus Predator. You know, they combine the two franchises and it's PG-13. It's like, really? Like, really? You got two rated R movies on their own. They come together and you make it PG-13? Really? Which, in my opinion, fucked the movie up. But they did kind of redeem themselves with the sequel to Alien versus Predator. What is it called? Requiem or some shit like that. That was rated R. So they need to stop that shit. I feel like, you know, they got the reboot of Mortal Kombat coming out. That shit better not be rated fucking PG-13. If it's PG-13, I don't even want to see it. I won't even bother. I don't understand how any of the Mortal Kombat movies was PG-13. Like, really, motherfuckers? Y'all invented the ESRB. Y'all are known for the blood and the violence. This is why the game is popular. You know what I mean? Because starting out with the original Mortal Kombat, they wasn't no technical marvels when it came to fighting games. It was all about the gore, the blood, the fatalities. Then you make a movie and it's PG-13? Really? Ed Boon or whoever the fuck had to do with that shit? Really? So if this new movie is PG-13, just scrap it. Just scrap it for me. Also, I believe that a horror movie, there's no such thing as a scary PG-13 horror movie. I mean, can you name one horror movie that was actually scary that was PG-13? Can you name one? That's another thing I don't like when it comes to movies. If it's a horror movie and I see PG-13, I don't really want to see it. I'm not really interested. You know what I mean? There has been some PG-13 horror movies that was like, okay. But for the most part, if a horror movie is PG-13, I'm really not interested. You know what I'm saying? Horror movies are supposed to be rated R. There's no real way to make a horror movie scary that's not rated R. Can't make a scary PG-13 horror movie. Like, it just doesn't work for me. Fuck out of here. It doesn't work. The Craft? What? The Craft? Nah, nigga. Nah, player. Suicide Squad? Oh, shit. Horror movie isn't about the kills and blood. It's about the atmosphere and build up to the scares. Nah, I agree partially. The atmosphere and the build up and all of that is all good, but then when you throw in the blood and the gore, that makes it even better. That makes it even. This nigga said The Craft. You don't get the fuck out of here with that Destiny Child 4 fucking women. Nah. Craft. But The Craft, was The Craft rated R? The Japanese version of The Ring scary as fuck. The Faculty wasn't PG-13. Or how about Jeepers Creepers? Jeepers Creepers wasn't PG-13. Not, was it? Jeepers Creepers ain't PG-13. That's my shit, too. Was Jeepers Creepers? Nah. Was the second one PG-13? Nah. Jeepers Creepers, I'm not sure. I don't think Jeepers Creepers is PG-13. And Jeepers Creepers 3 was trash. My God, that's another franchise that I'm a big fan of. And I was excited that a part 3 was coming out. Oh my God. That sci-fi original. No, that sci-fi original, dog, horrible. All right, let me see if Jeepers Creepers is. I don't think Jeepers Creepers is PG-13. Let me see. I think you might be tripping. Come on, man. I gotta really click on the fucking page. I fucks with Jeepers Creepers too. I can't. Oh my god. Hold on. Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2 is my shit. Jeepers. No, Jeepers Creepers is rated R. Part 1 is rated R. Jeepers Creepers. Where did you get those peepers? That motherfucker, dog. That motherfucker. Now, part 1 is rated R. Part 2, let's see. I think part 2 is rated R. So maybe. Part 2 is also rated R. Yeah. Y'all tripping. 1 and 2 is rated R. Yeah, 1 and 2 is rated R. Look at the original Halloween. I didn't say you needed blood in order for it to be good, but it still needs to be rated R, though. I still think it needs to be rated R for me. I mean, I really don't like no movies PG-13. I like all my movies to be rated R. I like adult content. You know what I mean? I'm talking about adult content. That's what I like. You dig? So I don't really like none of my movies to be PG-13. I tolerate them, but I'd rather have rated R. I seen Us, and I didn't think that was that great. Shout out to 20 Wills, dude. Thanks for the super chat. He says, City of God and City of Men S ranked tier. Yes, I do like Candyman. I'm a big fan of horror movie. Ever since I was young, I was a big fan of horror movie. What did I think of Freddy versus Jason? That's on Netflix right now. I watched that shit the other day. It's pretty garbage. For us to be waiting for that matchup for so many years, it ain't that good. It's really not. All right, so Terminator Dark Fate, I think it comes out in November or some shit like that. So we just going to have to wait and see what it's hitting for, man. But after seeing that trailer, I don't have a lot of hope. I will watch the second trailer that they released, trailer number 2. And hopefully that does a better job. Because I remember the first trailer for the new Hellboy, it just looked terrible. But the second trailer actually looked pretty decent. So wait for the second trailer and see if it changes, if anything changes. You know what I mean? Jordan Peele is going to do a Candyman remake. She's going to do the remake justice. Yeah, we'll see. No, I have not seen Hereditary. I heard that joint was pretty good, man. Hold on. I think, is that movie PG-13? Because I think that's why I haven't seen it yet. I think I heard people like Hereditary is good. And then when I went to go check it out and I seen PG-13, I immediately lost interest. Facts. Make sure y'all hit that like button too. Don't be lazy. Hit that like button. All right, so let's talk about the PlayStation exclusives and their sales. Are they really impressive? I think a couple of days ago we got some news that God of War has passed the 10 million mark. And, like clockwork, there was a lot of people excited about that, bragging, boasting, as if they developed the game, as if they had stock, as if they part of Sony, rubbing it in Xbox dudes' faces and shit like that. But is 10 million really that impressive on a 95 million install base? Here's the thing, right? When it comes to the PS1, well, not the PS1, but the PS2 and the PS3, the PS2 is the highest selling console of all time. You know what I mean? Highest selling console of all time. But we know that a lot of people, we know that millions upon millions of people bought a PS2 because of that DVD player. You know what I mean? We know that. We also know with the PS3 that millions of people bought it because of that Blu-ray player, because the PS3 had an excellent Blu-ray player. It was one of the best Blu-ray players for years. You know what I mean? It's a very good Blu-ray player. Sony did not go cheap when they installed the Blu-ray player for the PS3. They did not go cheap. So when you come to the PS4 didn't have no gimmick like the PS2 and the PS3. You know what I mean? And you know, you say gimmick, that's not a bad thing. We just saying it didn't have no like this major selling point. Like the PS2 having a DVD player, that was major. I remember being upstate and I read that shop. I went to the library and I read that shit in the Time magazine that the PS2 was going to have like a DVD player. And I remember being blown away by that. Like, yo, it's a game system that can play movies like DVDs. That's crazy. I remember telling that shit to a bunch of killers and drug dealers that ain't give a fuck about none of that shit. But me just being so excited over that feature, I just had to talk about it. Like, that was insane at the time. Like a video game console can also play movies. Like, it ain't just a gaming system. It's a DVD player. And it was one of the cheapest DVD players that were released and shit like that. So it was a big deal. Same thing with the PS3. It was a big deal. You had that Blu-ray player. Those are major gimmicks that make people that's not even into games go out and buy one, right? So you come to PS4, that's a pure gaming console. Pure game. Most people that bought a PS4, they are gamers. A lot of people that bought a PS2, they were not gamers. See the difference? So when you got 95 million, it's like over 95 million sold right now, and the game only sells 10 million. Wouldn't that be considered like niche? Like, is that really impressive? 10 million on a 95 million install base? Like, is that really something to be like, oh my God, that's crazy, yo? Like, when you talk about sales, you look at a game like fucking GTA 5, you might be impressed with those sales. Like, yo, this shit sold over 90 million. Like, you know, I think it passed 100 million now. You know, you might be impressed with some shit like that. But when I really look at some of these PlayStation exclusives, they don't sell as much as they should. You know what I mean? Being though that a lot of them are high rated, you know, they're very quality games, they don't sell as much as they should. Because when you look at the Switch, you know, their exclusives sell a lot on a way smaller install base. And, you know, I've heard people come up with excuses like, oh, PlayStation gamers are you know, PlayStation gamers are into variety and shit like that. Like, they're just, they're all over the place when it comes to their favorite type of games and shit like that. But it's like that doesn't apply for Nintendo. You mean to tell me like all Nintendo fans got the same taste, but all PlayStation fans don't? You know, we know people have different taste in games and shit like that, but still, when it comes to like Nintendo exclusives, they sell a whole lot more on a smaller install base than Sony. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, why is that? You know, it's 95 million. It sells 10 million. That means 85 million people, give or take, is like, nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, nah, I'm good. And we know that most people that bought a PS4 are like into games. You know what I mean? They're into games because it doesn't have a special Blu-ray player or a special DVD player like the games, like the previous consoles that made a bunch of people that was not gamers go out and get it. But this time around, it's like purely a gaming console. So what's going on? Are y'all impressed by these sales? Like, are you impressed? Like, when you seen that God of War has passed the 10 million mark, did you feel like that was impressive for a game like God of War that won all of the awards? You know what I mean? Hundreds of fucking Game of the Year awards. The scores on Metacritic, the ratings It's damn near perfect. You know, highly rated, highly award-winning game. Don't y'all think 10 million is a little too low when it comes to 95 million? Give or take? Y'all don't think that's crazy? Like, I think 10 million is great, but it's like it's 95 million and shit. Like, like, you know what I mean? Like, shit. It's not really that great to me. It should be better. It's even like when it comes to like YouTube and shit like that, when you look at like likes or dislikes or subs and views, you're like, oh, you got some channels that got 1 million subs, but then they get like 40,000 views a video. Like, that's pretty bad in my opinion. That's not really good. That's pretty bad. So I don't know. I'm not really impressed when I see, I mean, it's any game. It could be a game I fucking love. It's games like Spider-Man or any fucking game. Now, I know I don't like God of War, but still, it doesn't change the fact that majority of people love God of War, and it won tons of awards. So 10 million to me on 95 million ain't that impressive, especially when it's a game that was praised like God of War. You know what I mean? So are y'all 10 million is over 500 million in sales? That's great. For who? I don't care about how much it made. Who's that? Like, that's for me? I ain't getting none of that change. I ain't getting none of that change. I ain't getting none of that change. But I think also they released like the sales for Last of Us, and I think I seen, you know, people was excited about that. But Last of Us was a bundle. Last of Us was once bundled with the PS4. You know what I mean? And it was bundled with the PS4 when the PS4 was hot. So I don't really know if you can really look at those sales as anything special. And The Last of Us is one of my favorite fucking games. It should have sold 30, 40 million. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, I don't understand how that game don't sell more than it has sold. I think altogether, The Last of Us is at like 17 million. That's bullshit. That shit should be higher. Like, I don't get it. That shit should be higher. How do you not, like, come on, man? I don't really fucking get it. Sales equals sequel. Sales do equal sequel. That's true. That doesn't always mean it's going to be a good sequel, though. Sales do equal another game. You know what I mean? Sales do equal another game. GTA 5 sold 100 million. Yeah, GTA. Oh, yeah. I think GTA 5 did pass 100 million. I think it did. So you said you're impressed because it outsold multiplats. Okay, what multiplat actually got praised like a God of War? Like, I mean, what multiplats it outsell? Fucking, you know, some garbage? Like, did it outsell GTA? That's a multiplat that won a ton of awards, and that's a multiplat that had, you know, all types of Game of the Year awards. Did it outsell that? Or even on one console? You know what I mean? Don't compare it to some old bullshit half-ass multiplat. Compare it to God of War. GTA 5. Did it outsell that on even one platform? Don't even count all of the other. Just pick a platform. Did it outsell that? No. So don't compare it to these half-ass ranky-dank multiplats and shit. Shout outs to Life and Time podcast. He said guaranteed quality games on Nintendo exclusives. third-party online player base is lacking, so they are played on other platforms. GTA 5 sales are mostly double dippers. You don't even have to count. Listen, you don't even have to count the PS4, the Xbox One, or the PC. You could just pick the PS3 or the 360. Those sales ain't double dippers. You know what I'm saying? Those sales ain't double dippers. Even like Red Dead Redemption 2, ain't that at like 24, 25 million or some shit like that? Pick a platform. Pick one. I just think it's not really nothing to really brag about. I mean, if you want to be like, oh, cool, that means a sequel, then cool. But when you running around like you hot shit, like you part of Sony and all that, to me, it just really ain't that impressive on an install base of fucking 95 million fucking people. And for it to get as much praise as it did, I think it's supposed to sell that much. It's supposed to sell more. That's a lot of people. You got to understand, that's a lot of people that's like, nah, I'm good. Like, that's a lot of fucking people that's just like, I'm going to pass on that. I'm good. God of War would have been 16 million if it was on other platforms. You mean as a multi-plat combined? Yeah, I mean, most likely. If God of War was multi-plat, how much would it have sold? I don't know. It probably would have did. Shit, I want to say it probably would have did like 20 million, but I don't even think they sold 20 million Xbox Ones. Ouch! That's crazy. I just don't think 10 million is anything to write home about when you got a 95 million install base and shit. I just don't really think that's really that great, in my opinion. Especially for a game to get praised as much as it did. I just think it should be like more. Because that's looking at like Nintendo exclusives and shit. You know what I mean? They got a smaller install base and more people buy their exclusives, overall for the most part. And they got a smaller fucking install base. God of War probably would have hit 15 million, maybe, if it was exclusive. I don't know. I mean, if it was a multi-plat, if it was on the Xbox 2, it probably would have hit about 15. I'll probably give it about 15, something like that. A lot of people buy used games. Okay, why doesn't that apply to Nintendo though? Why doesn't that apply to Nintendo? Why is their install percentage so much better? God of War can only draw in single player gamers. GTA can draw in single player and multiplayer. Speaking of single player, when they gonna give us some single player DLC? God damn it! Will y'all stop buying shark cards? Can y'all stop playing the multiplayer so we can get some goddamn single player DLC? Rockstar getting on my goddamn nerves with that bullshit, yo. For real. God damn, I would fucking fall out right now that we got some single player DLC. Need that in my life. GTA only had, I think it was like a month. No, what wasn't it a month or like no, it was only like 2 weeks. GTA multiplayer came 2 weeks after release, didn't it? Or a month after release, some shit like that. I forgot. Nintendo games sell better because there's nothing else. That might be a point. That's that's a point, but that's damage control. There might be a point. You might be on to something. I think I said something like that a couple years ago. A lot of casuals out there, just like here in the crumb side, you know? Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. I mean, 10 million is a lot. 10 million is definitely a lot. I'm just looking at the overall picture of like 95 million. You know what I mean? So I just feel like it should have sold more. And plus it got so much hype. It's just like, oh, 10 million. Okay, cool. That's what's up. But it's like, fuck. Should sell more. Shout out to T-Mac. What's up, player? What's good, homie? Bring back Vigilante 8. I remember I used to see those in the advertisement for that in the Game Informer. I never got to play it, but I used to see the advertisement for that game all the time. Never got to play that shit though. I'm thinking about doing a live stream and shit for this. It's not going to be a series. It just might be a one-off thing. But it's going to be called. Well, I'm thinking about it. I'm not going to make no promises. I might do it. I might not. Depends on how I feel one of these days. But I might want to do this live stream called "Life Behind the Controller." So I got some pretty good stories to tell, man. You know, just about my early days as a gamer. You know, how I got my first PS1 and shit like that, man. Shit like that. So I might. It's not going to be a series though, because I don't want it to be. But it might just be a nice long live stream, and it may be a one-off thing. I don't know. But it's going to be called Life Behind the Controller. That name hot, right? I don't know what I'm going to do if I feel like it. I'm just saying, this is something I've been thinking about. This is a thought. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't been anything that I said I was going to do. It's not 100% factual. It's just a thought. You know what I'm saying? It's just a motherfucking thought. I might do a cheat sheet video one of these days. I don't know. The reason why I haven't did a cheat sheet video yet, because I'm too fucking private. A little, like, this is the thing, right? A lot of things that I know now, and if I knew back when I first started YouTube and all of this shit, a lot of things I would have fucking kept to myself, right? I wouldn't have let y'all in all my motherfucking business. Like, if I could start over right now doing YouTube, y'all would have never known shit. The only thing y'all probably would know is that I'm black, I'm from Philadelphia, and I'm a gamer. That's probably the only thing y'all probably would have known. Y'all would know. Y'all would have never known I was locked up. Y'all would have never known none of that shit if I could start all over. Because a lot of that shit, a lot of, talking about that type of shit, even though it did help a lot of people out and it continues to help a lot of people out, I still would have rather just kept that shit private, because knowing what I know now, it's just that it's better to just keep your fucking mouth shut when it comes to this internet shit. You know what I mean? And I'm kind of a really private person. I don't really like to let everybody know too much business and shit. And then, so doing a cheat sheet video is I'm letting you in too deep to me. Like, you seeing my surroundings, I don't like that shit. I'm just not a big fan of that shit, dog. I'm really not. I don't need nobody to see nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really a big fan of that type of shit. That's why I don't really show shit or nothing like that, unless I got to. You know what I mean? From time to time. You dig? But I'm not really a big fan of that shit. So that's why I haven't made a fucking cheat sheet video yet. Just because I feel like y'all niggas done known and probably seen too much as it is. And I ain't really with all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really with all that showing off on the internet. And I don't know. I just don't like it, dog. It's just some Joe ass shit to me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Motherfuckers gotta show every goddamn thing. These niggas will show themselves fucking they bitches if they knew it wouldn't get reported. These niggas will put their fucking wives on camera for some views if they knew it wouldn't get reported. I just ain't with all that. So I don't know. One of these days I might get around to it. I don't know. But right now I feel like it's not even worth it to me. So that's why I ain't did it yet. You dig? Plus I just like to keep shit tucked. And just in case I have to do some exposing and shit like that. It's sad around here. That's the shit that Crumb Side does to motherfuckers, man. It's fucking sad. It's fucking sad. But anyway, yeah, so I might do this life behind the controller shit. I don't know. We'll see. See how I feel. It'll be some spur of the moment shit anyway, if it does happen, because that's usually how I rock out and shit. It'd be like spur of the moment shit. I gotta do shit in the spur of the moment, because if I don't, it won't happen. It won't get done. Making plans and shit, I can't be like, yeah, I'm a fucking live stream later on, because I won't do it. It has to be like some spur of the moment shit. Like, you know what? I think I'm about to live stream real quick. Some shit like that. So that's just where I'm at with it, man. People don't want a personal life no more. It's ridiculous. A lot of people want validation. I just be seeing a lot of shit on Twitter. I just be like, what the? Like, when I be on Twitter, I'll be seeing a lot of shit that, like, people, like, be posting and showing. I just be like, first of all, who cares? I don't know. This is not my thing, dog. It really isn't. It's just not my fucking thing. Usually I try to keep it video game related. Some shit like that, like video game or maybe some movies, but anything else, it's just like, it's not my, like, motherfuckers get a pair of new drawers, they gotta put it up on Twitter. Oh, my wife bought me some drawers when she went to Target. All right, nobody gives a fuck, dog. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, I came from work and there was some deodorant on the table. Oh, my wife knows me so well. All right, what the fuck? All right, what you want? Some fucking brownie points? Like, what the fuck? Okay, your wife picked you up some fucking deodorant when she went to the store. What the fucking do, nigga? Like, fuck. I don't know. It should just be funny to me. Some of the shit, I just like, I'll be nice about it. But I just keep on scrolling for some of this shit. I don't say nothing, but I really be thinking, like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Who fucking cares? I feel like, and a lot of things, a lot of shit that some dudes do is they like to put, like, their girlfriends on camera and their kids to try to garner fucking sympathy and fucking support for views and all that. They always using gimmicks and shit. Like, they be having these dumbass titles like, my wife catches me playing video games. What does she do? Like, this shit, nobody cares. Man, nobody cares. My wife gives her thoughts about a nerd. Like, nobody cares. Like, stop trying to use your fucking wife to get people to watch your fucking videos because you're not entertaining enough on your fucking own or some shit like that, or want to use your fucking kids or some shit to make fucking people fucking be nice or some shit like that. Like, knock it off. Knock it the fuck off. I mean, my wife gives her thoughts on the new trailer for Gears 5. Like, nobody cares what your fucking wife thinks. Like, she's not even a fucking gamer. But you know that putting your wife in the motherfucking title and probably in the thumbnail, that is going to get more clicks. So these motherfuckers want to whore out their fucking spouses and shit. Fucking views. Shit is funny as hell to me, dog. It's like, keep some of your shit private, nigga. Like, keep some of your fucking shit private, because all that shit does is open up the door for motherfuckers to talk shit, disrespect your wife, your family, and all that type shit. So it's just like, it's not even worth doing, man. Just keep some of your shit to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares about your wife's opinion about none of these motherfucking video games. We barely tolerate the bitches that we got now. You know what I'm saying? That's why they pulling out titties and all that shit to get motherfuckers to watch. Because other than that, we don't even want to hear what most of these bitches got to say about motherfucking video games. This is why they half fucking naked on their goddamn live streams. I mean, let's call a ball, a strike a strike. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to make friends around this motherfucker, so I ain't got to be fucking politically correct, and I ain't got to be fucking blowing smoke up your ass. You need motherfuckers like me. You need somebody that's gonna be honest with your motherfucking ass. You know what I mean? Because most of these motherfuckers around here, they ain't your friend. You know what I'm saying? They only fucking networking and hoping that you can get their channel somewhere. So that's why they being nice to you. I don't give a fuck about all that. So I can be myself around this motherfucker. I could be honest and tell the truth. You need motherfuckers like me. You should want a motherfucker like Hard8. You should be like, yo, you know what? I love Hard8 because this motherfucker don't backbite. I ain't got to worry about this nigga biting my back out. I ain't got to worry about this nigga acting like we cool when we really not. Because, you know, he want to act like he's cool with me so his channel can get better or so I can come on his podcast. None of that. I ain't got to worry about that. None of that with Hard8. I know if Hard8 cool with me, he cool with me for real, and it ain't no fucking ulterior motive. It ain't like, yeah, let me be Joe and friendly with as many people as I want. That way, when I need motherfuckers to show up on my podcast, they'll come. Or just in case a motherfucker happen to blow up, at least I could say I was one of the first ones cool with him, and he could take me to the top with him. All that type of shit. This is all the type of shit I had to figure out when I first came on YouTube. Because I remember when my Jesus Bynum video went fucking viral and shit, I had a lot of dudes that all of a sudden wanted to be cool now. Because they was like, oh shit, this nigga might be going to the top. Let me jump on. Let me jump on real quick. You know what I mean? That's real. Y'all thinking I'm bullshit. That should be real. A lot of these motherfuckers around here, they networking, dog. They don't really fuck with all these people they acting like they fuck with. They just know that if they need a seat to fill in their podcast, or they just know if your channel happen to pop, they want to make sure they was right there in line with you. Real talk. Motherfuckers want to make sure they right in line with you, man. So you need motherfuckers like me around here, man. You need honesty. Honesty. Most of these bitches, we don't give a fuck. Most of these bitches, we don't care to listen to what they got to say about video games. Because a lot of them don't know what the fuck they talking about. Which is why the bitches that ain't showing nothing, they don't get no views. Because most niggas don't want to watch women in video games. It is what it is. So it's like, bitch, get naked or I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Get naked or I'm gone. That's what it comes down to. You know, I can't really, I'm going to be honest with you. There's not one female gamer that I actually watch that has like some good content that entertains me. You know what I'm saying? Like to the point where it's like, yo, I'm looking out for her videos and shit like that. Like there's not one. Not one. Even if it's like a chick that does news or some shit like that. Not one. And then when I go to a chick channel or a live stream, if I see some fucking cleavage, if I see a skimpy outfit, I don't even watch that shit. Because it's like, I don't need to. If I want to see a bitch playing a video game half naked, I can fucking go to Pornhub and go in the search bar and just put in girl playing a video game, and I can watch all types of shit. if it's that deep. Other than that, I don't need to fucking be on no watching. Like, come on, man. This shit crazy. Shout outs to Bray. He said, yo, Hard8, been watching you since the Hard 7 Andrew Bynum video. LOL, keep up the great work. From the podcast to your game, and hope you continue to make vids. Shout outs to you for the super chat. And I definitely I continue to make videos for you guys. Super chatters, Patreoners, and people that hit the like button. You dig? That's what I do. That's what I do. Hold on. You dig? So, yeah, nobody want to see these bitches. Show some fucking titties. Oh, we out of here, man. And that's why motherfuckers be trying to bring their girls and all that shit in there. That one channel, they definitely is working for them. You know what I'm saying? I think his girl, like, she don't play no games, but she watched the dude play and she do reviews. You know what I mean? And they was, last time I checked anyway, well, last time I seen it, we was on a podcast and they was doing their thing. You know what I mean? But I'm like, why would I want to watch this shit? She don't even actually play no games, and she doing reviews for games she doesn't even fucking play. But they got their little, gimmick, and it's working. It's definitely working. You dig? It's definitely working. Hey, but get Red on the podcast. Yeah, Red coming on the podcast. Red will be on the podcast. She said the reason why Red has not been on the podcast yet is because Red works on Sundays. She doesn't get off of work until 4:00 when the podcast starts, and she doesn't get home until about 5:00. But sometime right before E3, she will have a day to come on the podcast. Right, sometime before E3. So yeah, she's coming. She's definitely coming. Don't even worry. She gonna be there. Already hollered at her and all that shit. She gonna be on the podcast. You dig? But yeah, make sure y'all check out the last episode. It was pretty good. Make sure y'all check out. Make sure y'all be there this Sunday. Memorial Day weekend. It's gonna be lit. Keep Ravish on mute. I'm on mute. No, Ravish was off his rocker last week, but he's gonna be good this week, man. We definitely need to do a better job at over talking people, because even when I'm listening back to the podcast myself, it is kind of cringeworthy. It's like, god damn, like motherfuckers do need to like shut up when other people are talking. Like, you're going to get your turn, man. I know we only got 2 hours, but everybody's going to get a chance to say something. And I really don't be trying to like tell people to shut up, because that's just not, I don't really like talking to people like that. You feel what I'm saying? That's just not my thing. I don't really like talking to people like in a crazy manner, like, yo, shut the fuck up. I know I was watching Luca and shit, Ash and Luca, and she was like, it was funny as hell, dog. I watched that shit about 5 times. During Ash and Luca podcast, they was like arguing back and forth, and she was trying to talk, but everybody was over talking her, and she was like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. She's like, I'm sick of y'all motherfuckers talking over me. Yo, that shit was so funny. I mean, funny for real. I was dying. And I'm listening, I'm like, this is how I need to be on my podcast. But I can't talk to people like that, dog, because them shit go left. Like, when you talk to people like that, shit go left. And I wouldn't want nobody talking to me like that and shit. So I would rather just say something like, be quiet or something like that. But I don't really like talking to people like that, like, yo, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? That ain't really my style and shit. And then, niggas got egos and shit, and then shit go left, and then motherfuckers start talking about meeting people and all that. And y'all already know that shit just gonna go way left. You know what I'm saying? What's your address? I'm giving out my address and all that shit. So I don't even want shit to go that way. So I try not to talk to people like that. So, hopefully, the podcasts are grown-ups. You know what I mean? Hopefully they can learn to stop talking over each other. And I don't want to scream at motherfuckers. I don't want to tell motherfuckers, shut the fuck up. It's just not my style. You dig? So I would rather say, be quiet. Like, please be quiet. But I was listening to Luca. I'm like, shit, I need to be like Luca. God damn. Shit, they listen too. They all shut up too. I'm like, god damn. But it's not really my style, man. It's not really my style. I don't really be trying to, go left with shit. You dig? It's not my thing, man. Red is avoiding the podcast to get away from Ravage. No, Red is not avoiding the podcast. She already hit me up, asked me what time the podcast starts and all that. She's looking to come on the podcast, because it's something fresh. It's something new. It's not video games. Life is more than video games. You know what I'm saying? That's why you watch AGS. You watch AGS because life is more than fucking video games. All these podcasts talking about the same fucking video game topics. You come to AGS, you're getting something fresh, different angles on shit. Yeah, we talk about video games too, but that is not the core focus. You know what I mean? In fact, a lot of the times I don't even be trying to talk about video games. I try to make sure I stay on topics that ain't even got nothing to do with fucking video games. Unless it's something major to talk about, I really don't be trying to talk about video games and shit like that. Life is more than video games, man. That should be the new slogan for AGS podcast. You know what I'm saying? Then again, somebody might bite that. I don't know. Somebody might. Y'all know we trendsetters around here. Shout out to PSP. They about to have a drunk podcast or drunk Monopoly or whatever. We trendsetters around here. I see y'all. They see. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody was doing no drunk shit in the goddamn the crumb side. You know what I mean? Because that's grown folk shit. These niggas talk about video games. They ain't doing no grown folk shit. So now they're going to do a drunk live stream or whatever while they playing Monopoly. You know, they know who inspired them. You dig? So, you know, we're inspiring motherfuckers around here. You dig? We trendsetters. So shout outs to PSP. Go hit their Patreon up so they can do this drunk Monopoly. You feel me? And it might be, I think everybody is drinking too. I never seen a drunk Jack Move Johnny. So I might check in for that. You know what I mean? I might check in for a drunk Jack Move Johnny. If Jack Move is drinking. As far as I know, I think he is. So we'll see how they go. But we definitely inspiring podcasts around here. You know what I mean? We trendsetters. We see y'all. Yo, can y'all imagine if my podcast was made up of people that did YouTube and they all had over at least 5,000 subscribers? We probably be getting way more views than we get. You know what I mean? But my podcast is made up of like 4 people that don't even do fucking YouTube. And we still do well. So if they already had a YouTube presence like some of these other podcasts, you dig? We be getting some real crazy views, man. We really need, something needs to happen though. We need to go up in the food chain, man. We need to go up in the food chain for real. We definitely need to go up. But I'm about to get up out of here, though. I'm about to bounce. Get out of here. I'm hungry as fuck right now, too. Hold on. What the hell? We watch AGS to see what Rando says in the chat. This motherfucker. I want to see Luca feet and body. What the fuck? This nigga's a straight freak. What do you think of the stereotype that black women are always angry and have an attitude? Do you believe in it or no? I mean, yeah. I mean, is it a stereotype? A stereotype is something that's not true, right? Or like, I mean, black women are fucking angry. They are. I mean, it's not really it's real, dog. I mean, shit. It's pretty real. They do have attitudes. The fuck? Of course, not all of them, but enough to where it's like, it's a thing. They do have fucking attitudes and shit. I mean, it is what it is, man. Some are, a lot of them are. I would say more than majority. They do be having attitudes and shit like that. Hey, yo, Shiz, put your boots on. Hard8, do you think Alex is racist? He doesn't believe in white privilege and hangs out with rags and yeah, he doesn't believe in white privilege. Go figure. He's a white guy. They all try to deny it, but we all know what's going on. I mean, you got to be fucking retarded to think otherwise. You know what I'm saying? He does hang out with racist dudes. I don't know. I don't really know, man. I don't know. Something is crazy there. I mean, he does hang out with a bunch of black dudes on a podcast. So, I mean, but then again, like I told y'all earlier today, a lot of these people hang out with certain people just for the benefit of their own channels. That's one of the theories why I think Blaze had quit the podcast. That was one of my theories. I think that he felt that it didn't do anything for his channel, so he was like, fuck it, why waste my time type of shit. That was one of my theories. I'm not saying that's 100% fact. I could be completely wrong. But that was one of my theories on why I think Blaze quit the podcast, is because he felt like it ain't do nothing for his channel. So you got to understand, I mean, what's his name again? Damn, I forgot his name that quick. Alex. Damn. Alex does hang out with a bunch of black dudes, weekly. But like I said, a lot of these dudes that hang out with certain people is not because they really like them or they really fuck with them. It's just a benefit for them. They see some type of benefit in some type of way. Whatever that benefit may be, it depends, but they see some type of benefit in some type of way, so they will tolerate certain people. Like, even like with that other podcast, you remember how like BG faggot ass used to always say he didn't like Bond and shit, but he tolerates Bond because, he needs Bond to show up every week. You know what I mean? Like, he needs Bond to show up every week, who is like an important person of the podcast, right? You don't want to get rid of. I mean, he already got rid of me. You seen what happened? The fucking goddamn Patreon is terrible. But anyway, he tolerates Bond because it benefits him at the end of the day. It's not that he fucks with him. I mean, he said it clearly on numerous occasions. I don't like Bond and this, that, and the third, but he fucking tolerates him because it benefits him. And that's what a lot of dudes do over this YouTube shit. They fuck with people to benefit them. That's one thing I don't do. That's why it's like, how could you not fuck with somebody like me? At least you know that if I fuck with you, I really fuck with you. And it's not because of what you can probably do for my channel or my fucking growth. You dig? So, Alex hanging around other races, I don't know. Maybe he's doing it for his own fucking come up. You know what I mean? Rag's got a lot of fucking subscribers and shit like that. So maybe he fucks with him for that. Maybe he thinks Rags can get his channel popping or some shit like that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just telling you, a lot of these dudes, they don't really fuck with the people they around. They fake as fuck. That's all I got to say. They fake as fuck, and they politic and they network if it's going to benefit them in some type of way, form, or fashion. So I don't really know if Alex is racist. He could just be hanging around these dudes for his own benefit. The black dudes included. It just is what it is. I'm not hanging around nobody I don't like. I don't give a fuck what it's for. I'm just not really doing it. I can't really do it. I can't sit down and fake it and all that. I can't. I just can't. I don't care what it's going to do for my channel or what it's going to do for my social presence or anything like that. I really can't really do that shit, dog. I really can't. So, I'm different. You dig? I'm fucking different. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate everything from coming in, man. Shout outs to Drake Clan. You know what I mean? We got like two people that joined the channel. Shout outs to y'all. Once I figure out how to make some special emojis, I guess I'll get to it. You said Blaze just stopped liking me. You could tell he was mad at me a few times. I don't know. I must have missed that. Maybe he was. I don't know. I don't really know. Like I said, I had a couple of theories. That was one of my theories. I had some more theories too, and I was going to make a video about it, but then I was like, who cares? I thought, like, I don't care. I'm not wasting my time on that shit. And plus, like I said before, enough people didn't ask about it. You know what I mean? Like, for real, like Blaze leaving the fucking podcast, it really didn't have no type of ripple effect at all. Like, most people don't even realize, like, he's gone. You got, like, a few people you could probably count on one hand that was like, yo, what happened to Blaze? But other than that, nobody really even mentions him and shit. So I figured a video would be pointless. And plus, I ain't know what it probably. Plus, I wasn't really trying to start no drama and shit over that shit because I didn't want to have to roast no motherfucking body about that over no shit. So it was just like, you know what? Fuck it. It is what it is. How you join the channel? I got a join button. I think it's next to the subscribe button. There's a join button. So yeah, I gotta get some emojis popping and some shit. I don't even know if y'all care about that type of shit, but Whatever. Anyway, man, I'm about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Guess I'll catch y'all on the flip side. It's your boy Hard 8, man, and I'm gone. I'm gone. Hey, shout outs to all the Patreon supporters. Shout outs to all the Super Chat supporters. Shout outs to everybody that engaged in the chat. Also, shout outs to everybody that actually hit the like button. Make sure y'all go ahead and do that. Shout out to my man Biz the Kid. If I missed any type of questions that you might have had for me, just ask me on Twitter. If I miss any questions, hit me up on Twitter and I'll answer it there. But this your boy Hard 8. I'm gone. Deuces.